Welcome back everybody to yet another video. And this video is going to be a little bit different than normal because we hit something very special on the channel and I want to thank you all so much. We just hit 2,000 subscribers. Wow. Yeah, it's a lot. It's great. It's lovely. So yeah, I decided to make this little video. It's basically a tutorial to build my version of Thomas the Tank Engine, since I saw a lot of comments about that, so you know what, why not make it for a sort of 2000 sub special? I might release some other video later on, but we'll have to see. For now, let's dive into the video. So, in order to build this engine, you're gonna need the following materials. So these are the things you're gonna need for the first layer. That's 3 casings, 1 sticker, 12 red / loco metal, 23 flat red riveted loco metal, 3 light blue concrete, 24 flat riveted loco metal. Then we have 24 copycat bites, 6 copycat slabs, 32 copycat slices, 64 and 12 copycat half layers, 4 copycat half panels, 2 copycat stairs, 12 copycat layers, 2 copycat headstock and then the screw link variant, and then 4 of those in the buffer variant, and then 2 copycat ladders. So let's get into building the first layer of Thomas. So that's gonna be a bogey there at the front. We're gonna right click that again to make it into a big one. Then 1 and 2. Bogey here, right click it again. And a bogey there. To connect up these bogies, we're gonna have flat riveted loco metal in between. We're gonna have a sticker over here so it will work eventually also on the turntable. Then we're gonna have another loco metal there. And that's the base of the engine. Now, on the top of that, we're gonna have some layers above the wheels. So we're gonna shift right in between. 1 and then 2, and do that above each wheel. Like so. Do it on the other side too. Like that. And we're gonna fill those in with flat riveted. Like this. So, what we're gonna do right now is on the back wheel, we're gonna actually have a stair. Facing that way. Okay. And now we're gonna use the half layers to fill in most of this area. So that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. There we go. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. We're gonna do that all the way around so that we get this sort of shape. And then if we fill in these, we now get a little bit more of the base. So then we still have to do the back and the front of it, of course. So when we have this, we are actually gonna add 1 block here. Then we're gonna grab our copycat bites. We used our casings, so those are gone from the inventory, if that's right. And we're gonna use those to create another stair shape. So that's gonna be like that. However, at this time, we're just gonna fill in all of these with that material. That one, and then these 2 are going to be the red ones, so like that. And we're going to do the same on the other side. Going to be like this. Oh, sorry, I misclicked one. So as you might know, we can clear that with a wrench. And actually, right now you can see the red, so maybe it's better to do a gray one there. It's up to you. Eventually this is going to be where the stair is. So if you want the red line to go back of the stairs, you can make it red, and otherwise you can make it gray. Next up, one last thing on the back. We're going to have 3 of these. And then also on the top of that. And the bottom ones we're just going to make gray. And the top ones we're going to have our light blue concrete. Like that. So this is going to be the back of the engine, and at the front of the engine, it's going to look a little bit different, because over here what we're going to do is we're also going to have some stair shapes. Those stair shapes are the same as at the front. So connecting these, connecting those, filling in most of the material, except for the ones that are right there at the corner. So we're not going to fill in the front corner, because that one is going to be red. Eventually the line will go over this, and it will go downwards in front of here, which we're going to do right now, because we're going to have some layers over here. So this is 8. This is 2, 3, 4, 5. So this red part is going to connect up to that. I'll fill that in soon. Let's do the same shape on this side. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to have a full block in between here still. We're going to have 8 up there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in here. These are all going to be gray. And then the front ones are going to be slashed red. So now we should have a shape like this. Next up, let's grab our headstocks. So the headstocks over here are going to be in the middle of the coupler, like that. Over here on the side, the buffer there. Going to do the same at the back, of course. Oh, on the lower side. I'm going to fill these in with red / loco metal. Then we should have some panels. Let me grab those. Apparently they are not in my inventory. And the panels are going to be on the side of that. And also on the side of that. Like so. Oh, sorry. There we go. There are the panels. And now, last but not least, we're going to have the slices. And the slices do 2 of them each time. And they just run up the side towards the front. Like that. We're going to fill those in with a red line. And actually, last but not least, which I forgot, is the stairs on the sides, which you can fill however you like. I'm going to use flat riveted for now. I guess that looks fine. So that's the base. And now let's move on to the next layers. So before we move on, we're first going to glue together the base. So we're going to do these 3 are glued together. Then we can actually start from this block, go right there. We need to glue this guy all the way back to the buffer. From the buffer here we can start and do the same. We go up to this side block, like that. Now we have a section there. All we need to do is just do these middle parts, like so. And that should be our whole glue. This should be separate. And that should be it for the base. So for the second layer we're gonna need the following materials. That's 1 a block of coal, 6 flat riveted loco metal, 7 riveted loco metal, 4 flat red riveted loco metal, 20 light blue concrete, 1 yellow iron cage lamp, 1 gantry shaft, 1 redstone link, 1 campfire, 2 bordered block of gold, 36 copycat bites, 15 copycat slices, 12 copycat vertical slices, 5 copycat slabs, 4 copycat layers, and 2 copycat trapdoors. So for the next layer of the build, we're gonna start at the front. We're gonna place down 2 riveted loco metals, 2 slabs on top of each other with 1 riveted loco metal at the bottom and 1 light blue concrete at the top. Then we're gonna start on the shape of the boiler, which means 1, 2, 3 slices all the way on this side. On this side we're gonna do those at the front 2 ones only, with inside of those riveted loco metals. And on this one, where it's actually behind it already blue, we're gonna have 1 blue block, like that. Okay, so that's gonna be the shape of the boiler over at the front. Now we're gonna start at the rest of the body, which means 1 full block there, 1 full block there. For access inside, we're gonna have a trapdoor facing up on both sides, so that we can look inside and open it up. Here we're actually gonna use 8 bites, with inside 7 of them a blue concrete. Gonna make the same shape at the other side, but just inverted. And then the last byte in there is actually to be one of the gold blocks. So like that. Next up, full block, full block. And after that, we're going into another 7 shape. Like that. We can fill them up all the way, but we actually need to place in the flat riveted first. So that's going to be in that corner and in that corner. Now we can place in the blue blocks. So it's going to look something like that. In the middle of it, we're actually going to have a little bit of a different situation, because that's going to be just filled in with riveted blocks, like so. That's the main shape. Now we can put down the campfire, redstone link, and all the smaller details. So at the front, we're going to have the light that's going to stay up there. We're going to turn that on, of course. We're going to have the gantry shaft here as some sort of a pump. The redstone link will be over here, so that's gonna link up the sticker, so it will actually take the front bogey with it too as soon as it's on the turntable. And back here we're gonna place the campfire inside of here. So to cover off the campfire, we're gonna have one full block right over here, so we cannot look straight through. Then we're gonna start at the part in the back, one full block, slap on its side, with in the back one a blue one, and in the front one the coal. So that's sort of the coal bunker. We're gonna have a slab there, with inside of that flat riveted loco metal, 2 copycat layers on both sides, also flat riveted loco metal. Now on the outside we need some decorations, so that's gonna be 2 layers over there, right above the ladder. That's gonna be 2 layers over there. We're gonna fill those in with blue. Same on the other side. 1, 2, 1, 2. Fill those in with blue. And then we are gonna add the red striping, so that means right over here. That means right over here. Okay, so also back here. Let me get the red riveted loco metal. And that's the striping. That should be everything. You can additionally add in some bytes here, so that's why I included them in the list, with some sort of glass in there or whatever you like. For the third layer, we're gonna need 2 flat riveted loco metals, 4 riveted loco metals, 2 bordered blocks of gold, 4 flat red riveted loco metals, 3 train controls, 1 black valve handle, 1 blaze burner, 30 light blue concrete, 3 block of coal, 34 copycat byte, 4 copycat slab, 40 copycat layers, 6 copycat half panels, and 12 copycat vertical slices. So for the third layer we're gonna start at the back, where we're gonna place 2 slabs like so, with in the front one a coal block, and the last one a blue concrete. Then we're gonna have some bytes, so I'll have 4 down, and then 1 over here in the front corner, 4 down and 1 over there. Hold Alt and then right mouse them to fill them all in at the same time. Now we can fill in the last 3, those 3, and we can do the same with Alt to fill in those, so we get a shape like that. Next up, use our other 2 slabs over here. So that's now filled in. Beautiful. We can now continue with having some full blocks. 1, 2. Now over here we're gonna have 1 byte and 1 byte filled with gold and gold. And then fill the rest of that out with more bytes. And of course the light blue concrete on both of them. So that's that. Now we can place 2 full blocks on both sides. And now we're actually gonna work on the shape of the boiler. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 layers for each. Let's place them all down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there we go. So for these front two, we have the riveted local metal. And for the other, it's going to be blue. And then the main block over here, we're going to fill in with flat riveted local metal and a valve handle on the top of that. So you're going to have something like this. Of course, we still need to finish the striping and do some more work on the bunker. So let's do that right now. We're actually going to use 2 layers on each side over here. So 1, 2, 1, 2. That makes this line up with that. Beautiful. Then from my inventory, I'm going to grab the rest of the stuff. Then I'm going to need, because we need some half panels, which are going to be there, 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 and there. To cover all of that up with blue, of course. So that's filled in like that. Now, over here, we're of course going to finish up the posts that are going to stick out more. 2 for each one of them. Fill them in with blue. Then we're going to have the striping, the red striping. This one you should actually aim at the top of that to have it on top of it. Like so. Beautiful. That should be it. Now for the controlling of the engine, we're actually going to have one of these over here. So facing our way, so we can actually reach inside of there. Then behind that, we're also going to have another block. So we cannot look all the way inside of it. And then we have a train control there, a train control there, and our blaze burner in here. So that's actually going to make it so that our engine can move on its own. Now, I've included some extra copycat bytes to actually fill in this area in front here with a flat riveted local metal, like that. So you can actually just see over the top of it and reach it, but not like fully, you know, above the firebox. That would look weird. So that's it for the third layer. Next up is the fourth layer, where we're gonna need 13 flat red riveted local metals, 2 blocks of coal, 2 rounded warped windows, 6 riveted local metals, 22 light blue concretes, 25 copycat layers, 2 copycat slabs, 12 copycat half layers, 60 copycat slices, 4 copycat vertical slices, 3 copycat bytes, and 1 copycat stab. So in the fourth layer we're gonna finish up the boiler, so that means 1 block at the front. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 behind that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over here we're gonna have a full block, and that's gonna be blue, so that's that. And we are gonna have 1, 2, 3, 5. I counted wrong there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go, that should be all the layers. Now we're gonna make these 2 blue. These 2 are we're gonna make blue. This one is gonna have riveted local metal. So you should have a shape like that. Now over here we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And do that basically all along. Like so. There we go. Fill of course those in with the same types that you see above it or on the sides. Like on that. That's the boiler. Let's extend the red line already up here. So in order to place those, we're going to have 1 on there. And then on the side of that. Let me quickly fix that. So have it like this. Fill those in with red. Do the same on this side. So that's 1 above. Aim right. 1 there. 1 there. 1 there. And I missed again. So this will happen a lot. With a wrench, of course, you can remove that, but I don't have it in my inventory right now. So now we get to the part with the windows, actually. So that's going to be window 1. That's going to be window 2. In the middle of that, we're going to have a step. And that step is just going to be blue. The windows I'll fill in later, so we'll have to wait for that for a little bit. Now over here for the edge of the roof, we're going to have 1, 2, 3. 1. Oh, 1. I cannot place on the side of that. That's very special. Let me get a wrench for this one. So just have a wrench ready, like I do right now. We're actually going to move over to these first. So that's the pillar up there. And then in front of that, that's going to be behind there, sorry. Then in front of that, we're going to have it like so. Now you can fill these in with blue. We're going to do the same on the other side. So that means 1, 2, 3. Not the post on there, but the post on here. 1, 2. So that we can have the ledge in front of there. Like that. We're not going to fill that in because that's going to be the windows. So now at the back we still need a little ledge all around it. So 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then 1, 2. We're going to make that red as the top of the bunker. Now in my inventory I still have some other materials. And that's these two and that one. So that's going to be a little bit more coal. And of course the windows. So place them like that. You might need 3 of those windows so you can actually orient them in the right way. So your build should look something like this right now. For the 5th and last layer we're not going to need much. We're going to need a coal burner smokestack, 6 light blue concrete, 6 deep slate tiles, 2 copycat slabs, 20 copycat half layers, 8 copycat slices, 2 copycat stabs. And in order to finish this last layer, we're gonna have a coal burner smokestack over there. We're gonna have a copycat stab over here with 2 behind that. We're gonna have another stab there. We're gonna have 20 of these layers, so we're actually gonna place them 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. We're gonna fill these in with deep slate tiles. So I suggest filling all of these in first and then the slabs in the middle, so you don't need extra materials to fill that in. Gonna fill those in, then we're left with 8 slices and some blue concrete. We're gonna have 2 of those slices at each side. Fill them in. And now your Thomas should be done. And of course our engine isn't done just yet because we still need to glue it up. Let's grab some glue. We're gonna glue the lamp first. Then we're gonna grab the boiler. We're actually gonna go all the way through towards this bite. Gonna go back to the front. Glue the valve. Glue chimney like that. Now we're gonna start at the red line over here. We're gonna go all the way through to the line back there. Do the same thing on the other side. Click there, click there. We can now do from this bottom blue block to the red line up there. So that links everything up. To the roof, from slice to slice. Go down in the middle or somewhere else. And then now that's the top part glued, and we still need to glue it to the bottom. We're just gonna select a block somewhere, for example here, and glue it up to that one. And now that should be it. Our engine should be done, and it should be ready to assemble. So that's actually it for this video. Nice and easy, nice and simple. Everybody can, I guess, remake it. Of course, the schematic is also over on my Discord, so you can check that out down below. And as I wanted to say, as I already said before, 2,000 subs. Thank you all so much, honestly. And yeah, that is it. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. If you want to follow me for more content, go sub or follow me on the Discord. Also over there, you can get notified when I'm live, because we go live a lot in the SMP world. So be sure to check that out. And as always, this is Imaginary Dave, signing off, and I thank you for watching. So, bye bye.